Hello, so I am 14 weeks and 6 days pregnant. So in the first week of my second trimester, and it has been a lot better so far. I've only been sick once, which was on Wednesday, and I always seem to be sick on Wednesdays, which is some weird coincidence, I think. I'm at my mum's house still, going back to London tomorrow to restart work, school, normal life. But it's been really good having some time away and relaxing. We went to Wales for a few days. We went on Tuesday, came back Thursday, and it was so good to swim in the sea with Ava. She was on her boogie board, but I felt so much better when I was in the sea, and my eating's a little bit better, not eating huge amounts, staying away from all those things that make me sick, but definitely feeling like I've got a tiny bit more of an appetite, which is really nice. What have I been doing pregnancy-wise this week? I think the bumps definitely got bigger. Okay, oh no, I can't go out. I'll take some bump shots and upload them. And when my husband came to Staffordshire from London yesterday, he was like, "Oh, I can really see your bump now." And I think for men, well, for him anyway, I think it feels a lot more real now. He can see the bump, which is really, really nice. Got my obstetrics appointment next week, actually on the day that Ava goes back to school on Tuesday, so I'll have to drop her at school and then just go straight to the hospital, so really hoping that goes okay. What else has been happening? I think because we were away, I was just really concentrating on Ava. I can definitely still feel like maybe tiny movements, but nothing like quickening. I felt my belly suddenly get, that sort of tight feeling across your stomach. I experienced that like a couple of nights ago. What else? I'm trying to think. It's just been kind of nice. It's just been relaxed because I've been with my mum, so she's been taking care of me, and just been resting lots. Like, I've been quite lazy. Like, obviously I've been going for walks and doing stuff with Ava and reading, but I haven't had to do much adulting. So my mum's taking care of driving and cooking and shopping and all those things. It's just really lovely to have that time out, particularly as next week I'll just be thrown back into how it all is, and I'm really glad I'm in the second trimester because it's really hard in the first trimester. Yeah, and I mean, a couple of times I had to take it easy and just sit down, like, when you just get a bit nauseous and a bit breathless, but it didn't last very long. Just sort of breathed through it. Been planning what I'm going to do when I get back, so starting going to pregnancy yoga, pregnancy Pilates, doing more swimming, going back to my really fun dance aerobics class that I go to, which should be really fun. It's a really good kind of, I don't know, just be silly and loosen up and everything. Yeah, so not huge amounts to report this week. Just so grateful to kind of be in a nice sort of place. It'll be nice to get back to London and resume normal life and have a bit more of a routine again, but I'm really thankful I've been able to have like 2 weeks at my mum's and just relax. When we took Ava riding yesterday, and I was just watching, but it felt really nice to be in the countryside, and I can feel that just more centred, I think, and the nausea definitely improves when I'm outdoors. So in a way, even though it's hard doing the school run and it's in London, so it's not exactly clean air, but it will be good to have the walking every morning. I think that even though it's tiring, it does really help. So yeah, so I will. Oh yeah, and of course next week everyone will find out I'm pregnant. That's kind of weird. At the moment, just like close friends and family know, but when she goes back to school, it's quite visible that I'm pregnant now. And Ava can tell her friends, and then I'll probably share on social media. So that will be a big shift actually, of yeah, kind of being openly pregnant. Not that I'm hiding it, but I suppose it's not as noticeable at this stage. I've just like I've eaten too many ice creams during the summer holidays. Yeah, I'll see how that goes. I mean, obviously people say things to you. Like, I think for me, not now, but when we told people, a lot of people, because they've got a big gap because Ava's 8, I think some people say things where they think like you've had a surprise or a mistake, and and it's not. And it probably doesn't really matter, but I probably need to think about if I get more of those comments about, is it a surprise, is it a mistake, are you moving, like all the things that people generally say, which can make me feel a bit, actually the mistake one doesn't bother me, but the moving thing bothers me because we're not in a position to move at the moment, we just have to make do. So I'm going to have to think about how I deal with that. But I do find when I'm pregnant I'm quite good at letting stuff wash over me on the whole, kind of calmer. Yeah, how do you deal with people's comments? Do you get upset? Do you have good comebacks? Do you just let it go? How do people find it? I mean, when I was pregnant with Ava, being pregnant in London was tricky towards the end. Public transport was hard, particularly when I was 8-9 months and I couldn't move fast enough to get the bus or to get the tube, and I just got pushed out of the way. But most of the time actually I'm under my own steam because we're walking to school, or we have a hybrid car, so I do pick her up sometimes in the afternoon in the car. But I'm not even sure, how long do you drive for? Like, I need to think about that. Like, when do you get so big that, you know, you can't drive? Or do some people drive right up and to the end? I suppose I just need to see how that goes. Yeah, I'll go through, my husband's going to be so thrilled because me and my mum have been going through all the old baby clothes. I've been making lists of kind of stuff that we need and what we've already got and reminiscing. I think he's going to probably lose interest in about 2 minutes when I show him all that this afternoon, so we'll see how that goes. But I hope everybody's good and enjoying their pregnancy, and if you're not, just take it one day at a time. Okay, bye!